Hello everybody and welcome to your booty and core workout. Today you will just need your mat unless you want to intensify things. You can have a set of light dumbbells that will help enhance your moves, if you will. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Hopefully you've already warmed up with the Revive warm-up. We're gonna start off actually on the ground. So go ahead and take it down into a hands and knees position. We're gonna get started with just a couple different moves to get your spine warmed up a little bit more. So we're gonna take it into a hands and knees position. Hands are about maybe 2 feet or so apart. You're gonna take out your right leg directly out behind you. And you're gonna extend out your left arm here. So fully lengthen your body. You're gonna exhale, crunch under, draw your knee to your elbow. Inhale, push out and lift. So on that extension, make sure you're not lifting and arching your back here, keeping it nice and neutral. Exhale, crunch under. Inhale, back out. One more time, big lengthen, exhale, crunch, and lengthen out, hold here. We're gonna go little pulses down and up. So starting to warm up the glute now, tapping those fingertips down towards the ground, and then just a slight lift with that leg. You wanna make sure you're not going too high. If you do that, you'll start to feel this in your lower back. That's not what we want here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch it over. We're gonna get right into it. Other side, right arm extends out, left leg holds. You're gonna exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend out and lengthen. Good, exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. One more time, big exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen, hold here. Big extension here, keeping it extended, drop it down, tap it up. So just little taps here. Engaging your core by drawing your belly button in towards your spine, nice flat back here. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're gonna flip it over onto your back. You're gonna go into a bridge position here. And the biggest thing that I want you to focus on is making sure that you are not, once again, arching your back, and you want to stay at a nice consistent pace here. So I will pace you out. We're going to start off with a single leg bridge. Taking that leg all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to go left leg up towards the ceiling, right leg is down. You're going to exhale, push up, inhale down. Do it again. Exhale, lift, inhale down. So the biggest thing here, you can always modify if you need to by taking that leg up and over. If it does create too much of a burn in that hip flexor, you don't really want your hip flexors working here. We want the glutes working. Good, let's keep it going. Lift up and drop down. Nice job, keep it going. In 3, 2, last one, you're gonna hold it all the way up here. We're gonna go into little pulses up at the top. You will get very familiar with pulsing in this program. So just making sure that you are not losing your steam halfway through, finishing all the way out until the end. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. We're gonna drop that leg just about halfway down, pull it back up. Drop about halfway, pull it back up. So you can go all the way down, but you're really wanting to make sure that those hips stay square here. Good, drop down, exhale, lift. Let's go 3 more. Pull up, engage that core. Last one. Woo, good, you should have felt that burn. We are going to take it to the other side. Leg is right up to the top. Exhale, lift, inhale down. Go ahead and begin. So you guys can take these at your own pace, but if you can, try to follow along with my cues. That will help you guys in the long run. Lift it up, press down, pushing through the heel of the foot that's on the ground. Opposite leg is lifted towards the ceiling. Nice job. All the way up and down. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, make sure you're breathing. Last one, you're gonna hold it all the way up here. You got those pulses. Go ahead and begin. Little baby pulses up towards the ceiling. Once again, if it gets too hard with that leg straight, take it up and over. Awesome, come on, you got this. Make it burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those hips up. We're gonna drop that leg down, pull back up to the top, really engaging the core on the way up. Good, keeping those hips up off that ground. Drop it down. Exhale, lift. Let's go 3 more. Drop and pull. 2. Last one. And release. Good job. You should have felt that burn there. Now you can always intensify that by adding a weight onto your hips if you need to. We're gonna take it into a double leg bridge here. So both feet are flat onto the ground. Your hips are gonna go up to the ceiling. So go ahead and get in that position here. Right into it, squeezing your butt as tight as you can, and then making sure that your feet aren't too far away or too close. You wanna have a nice, comfortable position here. From here, we're gonna drop those hips down about halfway, lift. Drop halfway and lift. Go ahead and begin. And a couple different ways that you can enhance this move. First off, if you have a Pilates ball, you can always place it between your knees and squeeze. You can also add weight to those hips if you want a little bit more here. Good, lifting and lowering, making sure that you are squeezing up at the top. And believe it or not, you can get a lot out of this with just body weight. I'm sure you're probably already feeling it. In 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up to the top here. You're gonna squeeze those knees, little pulses in and out here. So just a little micro move. It's not very big, but it's going to really start to fire up those glutes and even a little bit of inner thighs. Once again, if you have a ball at home, placing the ball between the knees is going to make this a lot harder. Awesome, keep it up there. Let's go, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up there at the top. We're gonna take our right foot out. We're gonna step it out, step it back. Step the left leg out, step it back. So just alternating here. Now I'm going to show you a harder variation. This is our modified. Our advanced variation, come with me if you can. We're gonna step both feet out, both feet back in, alternating what side that you start with. And it doesn't have to be very big. If you want to go bigger, that is going to increase the burn a little bit here. If you want to keep it close by your butt, you can do that as well. That does help out as a modified variation. Good, keep those hips up, keep walking those legs. Those hamstrings are gonna fire up now too. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those knees down, hug them in towards the chest. Great job. All right, we're done with our laying down exercises. We are actually going to flip over onto our side now. So on your side, 2 different variations here. You can be up nice and high up on top of that elbow. Make sure your elbow's in line with the shoulder. If we wanna make this a little easier on the neck, you guys can always come down to your elbow or actually all the way down or even a little pillow right here. So from this position, we're gonna take our legs out to the corner of our mat. So your butt should be back towards the back and then legs out to the corner. From here, square off those hips, engage the core by pulling in your stomach nice and tight here. From this position, we're going to lift that top leg and then drop it down. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and begin. Lift and tap. So this one, we are out to the corner right now, so you should not be in a direct line with your body. It is forward. It's a forward lift here. Watch out for that shoulder collapsing towards your ear. You want to keep it away. Good, and then as you come up to the top, we're actually squeezing that side oblique here too, so you're going to feel that side working. Keeping the leg as straight as possible, lengthening it out, flexing that quad. Great job, we have 5. In 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up to the top and we're gonna go into little pulses here. So once again, you are going to feel that burn in those pulses. You gotta push through though and stay with it. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take that leg back behind the opposite leg. From here, lifting and lowering, same thing. This time we're gonna point that toe though. So before it was flexed, if it wasn't, don't worry. But now we're gonna lift and lower that foot with a toe pointed here. Once again, checking in with our shoulder, keeping it away from our body, and holy burn, you are going to feel it. In 3, 2, going into little circles here. So pushing that leg up and around. I know it's burning. Just take breaks if you need to, then get right back into it. We have 3 seconds. 2, 1, relax it down. Woo. All right, one more move here. We're gonna take that leg back out. We're gonna swing it all the way forward, and then we're gonna push back. Go ahead and begin. So that leg will shift your body slightly forward and back. So I actually like to have that top hand forward, and that will help counterbalance my weight as I push forward and back. And I like to really try to emphasize that front leg, so that way when it's in front, you're engaging your core as well. It's like a standing crunch. In 2, 1, keep that leg out in front. You're gonna rotate your toe and then heel. Toe and heel. Oh boy. Come on, you got this. Good. Heel and toe, heel and toe. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow. Go ahead and take it down. Whatever leg was just on top, you're gonna take that leg up and over and just stretch it out. Should feel real good. Maybe actually burning a little bit in that stretch. And you're thinking, oh man, we have to do the other side. Yes, we do. All right, we're gonna swing those legs up and around, getting ourselves set up the same exact way. Hips are towards the back. Feet are towards that front corner. Shoulder away from the ear. Engage the core and lift. Let's go. So remember, on that first one, our foot is flexed. We're slightly in front of our mat here. So see how my legs are on an angle? That's where I want you. And then in order to really work that oblique too, you have to draw in your spine. Don't sit down like this. You want to have a nice, good posture in that side position. We're almost there. Remembering to keep the leg as straight as possible. Lengthening it out and away from you. 3, 2, give me little pulses here with that flexed foot. Making sure the hips are square to the front. Roll it over if you need to. You should feel this in your glute here, not your hip flexor. 2, 1, take that leg back behind you. We're gonna go right into it, pointing that toe, lifting and lowering. This one is back behind your opposite leg. So you may notice here feels a little different. I want this to be back behind you. When you're doing this, don't let the hips shift open. We want to keep the hips shifted right towards me. Woo, we got this, 8 seconds. Lifting and lowering. And then we're gonna go into those circles. 3, 2, 1, here we go, little baby circles. Come on, you got this. Good, keep that leg up there. I know it's burning. In 3, 2, 1, whoo. Relax for just a second, one last one, forward and back in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Rock it all the way forward and push back. Keeping that foot flexed here. Opposite hand is out in front of you to help you. Good. If you need to take breaks, you take them and then you get right back into it. Pushing that leg as far forward as you can. Who would have thought such a small move is so difficult? In 4, 3, 2, let's get all the way to the front and our taps, toe to heel. This one, external and internal rotation of that hip, is a burner. But I tell you what, it'll get your results here. Keep that leg forward. Good, for 5, 4, 3, don't give up early, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and lay back down onto your back. We're gonna stretch out that opposite hip now. Whew, it is burning. So taking some deep breaths here, reconnecting with our breath. A lot of times in these moves, it is so easy for us to hold our breath. That's not the goal here. The goal is to breathe through these movements. All right, and go ahead and release it out. We're gonna come back into a hands and knees position. So we went from laying down to our side, and now we're gonna go back into our hands and knees. So taking it into a donkey kick here. What we're gonna do, all fours once again. This time, elevating up our right leg. So notice how I'm not open like this. You wanna keep your body straight parallel with the ground. Our hips are parallel with that ground. From here, we're going to lift our leg up and down. You're gonna tap that knee, just like that. Go ahead and begin. Now this one, you can intensify this by placing a dumbbell back behind your knee, and you'll feel this a lot. You can also place a Pilates ball back behind your knee. And then the goal here is to draw your belly button in as tight as you can towards your spine and keep your back flat. That way, when you lift up your leg, you're feeling this in more of your glute and not your lower back here. We're gonna go into pulses. You knew it was coming. And hold it up. Let's go pulses. Remembering to recheck in with our core, tuck those hips under. Beautiful. Nice flat back, heel up towards that ceiling. Keep it going, you got this. Elevate it up as high as you can for these last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna take that leg, we're gonna swing it out to the side and drop it down. Lift up, push it back up. So it's a dual move here. You're gonna set that knee down into a fire hydrant, keep the knee up, and then up into a donkey kick. So go ahead and begin. You can make this a more of a circular motion, so it's not so jagged. It's a nice, smooth, fluid movement. Big focus on the hips and the glutes here. We're gonna finish with a side pulse in that fire hydrant in 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up and let's go into pulses. So with this move, you guys gotta make sure that your knee is in line with your foot. This is where you should be here. You don't wanna be up too high like this, and you don't wanna be the opposite way either. Good, make sure you're not shifting into that hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, we have the other side to do. Same thing, opposite leg now. So left leg is lifting up towards that ceiling. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, up and down. So finding those focal points once again. If your wrists do start to bother you, come up onto the knuckles, or you can even place dumbbells underneath your hands. Good. Flat back, core engaged. And then think about the muscle group working here. Straight into your glutes. Yes, good. In 4, 3, 2, hold it up to the top, re-engage your core. Little pulses here. Make it burn. Good, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other, so really try to stay strong, even if this is your weaker side here. Pushing that heel straight up to the ceiling like you're placing a footprint right up on that ceiling. Good, squaring off those hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up to the top. We're taking it out to the side and then push up. I'm going to face towards you so you can see this a little bit better. When you're up at the top, that knee comes out to the side. Okay, you're right here. Set it down, lift up, and push. So this is a move you'll learn. With time, gets easier, but you really do have to develop that muscle memory here. It's a really great move for your side obliques, your glutes, and your hips. Good, keep that knee up nice and high. We're gonna go into those side pulses in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hold it up to the side. Take a look at your knee. Make sure it's in line with your foot. Good, pushing away from that standing hip here, not letting yourself lean. I know it's getting challenging, you can do this. Lift a little higher for 5, almost there, 2, and 1. Set it down, great job. Whew, we did a lot of sitting stuff, so we're actually gonna stand up now. We're gonna finish with our feet nice and wide here. So toes are out to the sides, just slightly out to the corners. A couple shoulder rolls, up and around, resetting ourselves. You may notice your heart rate actually may be up a little high. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sumo squat position. All right, so this is where we get into our squat series. A couple different moves here, and then we're all done. Go ahead and take it into a sumo squat. Knees are wide, toes out to the side. Going into little pulses to begin. Good, hands can be here at heart center. They can be on your hips, up over the head, or you can even hold on to a dumbbell here. Whatever your focus is right now, just make sure that you're getting low. Knees are pushing out right in line with those toes. Good, you're gonna lift that right heel in just a second. In 3, 2, 1, lift that right heel up. A little bit of bar for you at the end here, starting to fire up the quads. In 3, 2, 1, other side. That foot is up. Good, still sitting down, not shifting our weight. 3, 2, 1, both heels lift. Make it burn. We're just holding here. This is not a pulse. You are going to feel those legs shake. It is okay. Taking deep breaths in through your nose, out your mouth. Set the heels down. Lift them back up. Set them down. This may be easier without shoes on too. Heels up. Set them down. Make it burn. Get a little lower. Up and down. Finish it off strong here. Come on. And drop. Let's give me 2 more. And drop. Last one. We're going to hold those heels up. Give me little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it out. Taking those legs wide forward, fold position. You did it. I know you may not like me a little bit right now, but you always have to have a love-hate relationship with your trainer. A little bit of love, sometimes a lot of hate, but then it turns into love later. Go ahead and take your hands over to that left side, and then you're gonna lift up that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. So you're in a pyramid stretch here. So you're right, straight in line, even opening up and looking up towards those fingertips. Good, bring that hand back down to the ground. You're gonna walk those hands all the way over to the other side. Turning out that toe, lifting up and holding here. Fingertips up all the way up towards that ceiling. Taking some big deep breaths. Good, reaching down for that ground. If you always need a block, if you ever need a block here, you can always use it. Just placing it right on the ground so it elevates the ground a little bit up. Go ahead and bring it back through center. Taking those knees out wide, you're gonna press those knees out with your elbows here. Legs still maybe a little shaky. And go ahead and bring it up. We're gonna go into a hip stretch here. So taking one leg up and over. You can hold on to something if that helps. And then we're gonna create a shelf for that ankle. So just relaxing down. Good, the lower you can get, the better. Even trying to draw your chest towards your leg. Feeling a good stretch through that glute. We're gonna stand up, same leg. You're gonna pull that heel right up toward your butt. Standing up nice and tall. Good, last two stretches. Take that opposite leg up and over. Find your balance. They always say that balance correlates to stress, so if you're really unbalanced here, sometimes it helps taking some big deep breaths and then even just focusing in on something that's not moving. So not me, but maybe something on the ground or something in front of you. It does help with balance. And go ahead and bring it up. Heel up. Oop, see? Heel up, reaching up. All right, finishing with 2 inhales. Think of something that you're grateful for today, even if it's making it through that workout. Inhale, lift up. Exhale out. One more time, big cleansing deep breath in. Thank you so much for joining me today. Exhale out. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.